There she blows, Mount Western Raceway, the short track. I'm 95% finished and I'm wrapped with how it's turned out and the size. It's really manageable now for me. I don't know what else to say apart from this is it. I've installed all the lighting all the way along. That took ages to do. Got lighting there, and there's obviously lighting there in the corners. And a couple of lights there, and then we obviously have some lighting down the straight and into the first turn. I've used, I would say, almost everything from that last track is repurposed and put back into this track. So that itself was fantastic. I would say this new build has cost me $200 to $300. I've had to buy extra wood and a few extra bits and pieces just to get it to this. Oh, and sorry, the extra wood's also for this second track, which I've built now 4 times and I've stripped it down 4 times, and I haven't shot any videos on that because I'm still deciding whether I use this Crash Races stuff or the Fat Track. The problem with the Fat Track is the corners are becoming very brittle, and realistically I reckon another 12 months and they won't be usable. It's just they're really old, like these are from the 70s, these ones. The actual straights are pretty good, but the plastic in the corners are really starting to go. I've cracked a couple. I've had to tape everything up. Anyway, that's for another time. But the most important thing is we now have Mount Western Raceway, the short track. It's shorter by a couple of seconds, and I think that's really going to be fantastic for everyone. The last track that we had, what I found over the last 18 months of racing, it was just too long, meaning some of the cars that can roll really well would always finish, but some of the cars that struggled obviously wouldn't make it past the first turn. And I'm hoping that this shorter track will address those issues, so it becomes a bit more fairer for some of the cars that perhaps don't perform as well on Fat Track on longer circuits. And to be honest, I prefer having a shorter circuit. You're one and you're done, and then we just keep racing. What have I done here? Let's just start. Actually, let's just tell you what I have to do in order for this track to finish. I'm trying to come up with a merger system. So the cars come home this way and then return into here. This stuff here, sorry, it's my puppy here. This stuff here is from Fat Track. And there's the merger. I think I've showed you this before. However, the problem is, you know, Fat Track doesn't connect to Hot Wheels track. I have a 3D printer that I'm currently building, but you know, that's taking more time than what I thought it would. And what I want to do is make a merger and make a short 180, so the cars return back this way. That's the plan. I'm going to keep the track very, very sparse. A lot cleaner than the last track. Excuse me. I've got most of the signage up. I know I have to print a lot more, but also that takes time, you know. And I'm just going to run probably 1 or 2 garages. And up here I was going to put all the old bits of diorama, but I'm liking it really clean actually at this point in time. So I might keep this clean, and all the other diorama can go into that other track. Okay, yeah, so that has to be built. Once I get this done, then this track is finished. I'm running 4 cameras on this track. We're going to have this one here, which is the finish. We're going to have this one here, which is taking that first turn. And then we bolt up to here, which is the start gate. And obviously that will be looking down that way. I've had a lot of issues with this start gate because I ripped it apart for Road Warriors, and when I put it back together I realised, oh no, when I ripped it apart it was really just meant to be ripped apart once and chucked away. So I've got to print that if my printer works. What have I done? Okay, so here's the back end of the track. This is what it looks like, and obviously that's the start gate, and the mechanism to start the thing is just down in there. I don't know if you can see it, maybe not. And for once I've got some access into the back. And what I've got down here, here's my charging station for all my GoPros, and also the gimbal, and all the power stuff runs under. So it's nice and neat. All this grey stuff here is the lighting, LED lighting. Then obviously you've got your lighting, which is the lighting there. So I thought I could get away with 2 lights. I can't. I still need more light. This room really just sucks the light, especially with the black and the blue. So I'm running 4 lights there, plus a couple of fluoros up here. So I've actually got 6 lights on this track. Oh, so the start gate, how do I start the thing? Let me just put a car up there. I'll put up this 99 because I haven't got an end stopper on the thing. So what I've done is I've got, you're not going to be able to see, under here there's a cable that goes into this plastic tube, and then that goes all the way down. You can see it there, runs under, and that's all supported. It runs out to here, and it's obviously connected to a handle. And then what I do is you give that a bit of a pull. Home run, Holden wins. So yeah, that's pretty groovy. I've still yet to time the track a bit. I'm just a little bit more fiddling around with that. What else can I tell you that you don't already know? I'm going to put some black curtains on this wall, and then also black curtains on this wall, so it's completely enclosed. What else? I've got to screw down the track yet. Once I get the timings a bit better. I'm still adjusting it here and there. I might have to raise that up a bit more. But all in all, I'm racked. We're going to be getting ready to rock and roll into a new season very soon. Road Warriors, we've got 2 to go. A little bit more to go here. If I can't come up with a system before we race, I'm just going to have to go to a dead stop, which I don't really want. I'll have to make something out of wood until my printer is up and happening. Now, I never know if these clovers are supposed to be this way or the other way. I better get online and have a look. But yeah, anyway, that's just a catch up on where we are. There won't be any more videos. This is definitely the last one on this build because, as I say, we're here with the thing. It's done, it's dusted. There's not much more that can be, shot into another video. So thanks for putting up with these videos. I hope I haven't bored the crap out of you. Maybe I've inspired you to do something if you've been thinking about it. This has taken me a long time. I reckon this has taken me, eight solid days, probably 6 hours a day. There's a lot that's gone into it, and that's including sort of the builds, the teardowns, the builds, the teardowns. It's really fiddly. You've got to think of a lot of things like, how do you get over there if the car stacks or if something breaks? Can you stand on this thing? It's like if the trees fall down, what happens there? If the lights break, how do you get in there and replace that? Because you just can't, jump up on these things. Well, not on this one anyway. So you've really got to think about, okay, if something happens, how can I get and repair it immediately rather than having to strip the whole thing down? And that's part of the process of these builds. It's crazy, really, when you think about it. You just want to race a car down a track, but you've got to spend all this time, money, and effort to build something that can facilitate that and also stay up without falling down. Anyway, it's beer o'clock. I've rattled on too much, and good luck, Road Warriors. Catch you later.